Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to a new Burda Style magazine flip through. Today we are going to take a look at issue 10 2024, so that will be October 2024. And of course, in the world of Burda, we are already deep in the fall patterns, and we can see already here a little bit from the cover. You know, I've seen this cover first and I was thinking, well, this is a really simple blouse, but you see it later in the magazine, of course, and you see some really cute little details here. First of all, please consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to give this video a thumb up, a like. It's very important. So I am not going to make it too long today. So let's take a look to see what is inside. Again, I'm showing you here the German Burda Style issue, and of course here in Germany is coming really early. If I was to compare, for example, with the Netherlands, let's take a look. I noticed also, I think they have this already for a few issues. You have here on the first page, there is a little QR code that you can scan, and you can share your opinions on the current issue with Burda, so they can improve, they say. Now let's take a look, let's see what we get this issue. So the first pattern is, of course, the cover, not really of course, but it's the cover blouse. And this one here, the blouse is made in a polyester, so it's made for wovens. And I think you can see it here. It has around the cuffs and around the little collar, there are little loops. What is the name? Ooh, you see, I cannot remember this. I'm in the middle of moving, so a day of packing is not really helping. So rouleau loops, of course, all the way around the neckline and around the cuffs. Really nice, and I think these ones are really fun to make. My advice, I remember I made some one time a dress with a lot of buttons which had all these rouleau loops, and actually it's really easy if you stitch these ones on a piece of paper, and then that piece of paper with the whole row of loops sewn onto it, put it on the pattern and then stitch, because that's going to keep everything in place. It's much easier than to put them directly on the fabric. But I really love this fabric, it's really nice. For the rest, the blouse is really simple actually. There is not a lot to say. There are just two simple bust darts, and there is some gathering happening here in the blouse. Very simple. And for this blouse there is also an extra sewing tutorial. Next we have this little jacket here, blouson 113, made for sizes 36 to 48. As we know already, Burda, the monthly Burda Style doesn't print anymore. They don't give us any more plus size patterns, but they have now the Burda Style Plus. So the blouson here is from 36 to 48. They used a really funky fabric here. I know it's very special, but it's not really a favorite. I mean, you have it here in black and white. I don't know if I really like this fabric. You know, actually I like it, but then without all these little fluffs here. It's a really nice boucle. But you can see it here in the drawing. It does remind me of a blouson jacket type we've seen a few issues earlier, but this one is also really nice. It has two darts here in the back at the bottom, and I think that's also bringing the thing a little bit together, so it's not really boxy at the bottom. There is the neckline here, as you can see, is made, or you know, you cannot really see, but it's made with ribbing, and I think, oh yes, also the cuffs are made with ribbing, so it's a really nice combination between a little bit chic with sporty details. Here you have it with pockets in the front, in the princess seams, and later in the magazine you see it also with simple patch pockets. But these ones, they are really easy to make, this kind of pockets. I'm not a big fan of this fall styling. I don't know. I really hate the shoes. Okay, but let's go on. A parka. What can I say? We've seen millions of parkas in Burda. This one is again a really easy style. They added some lace applique here on the front to add a little bit of a detail. For the rest, they have a really funky patch pocket here. I don't know if it's looking so nice because it's almost looking like it's just too big. I have nothing to say about this parka. It's made in a twill cotton. They say cotton, but it's a twill cotton, I think. It has a zipper in the front, a drawstring at the waist. This is a really simple pattern, but you know, could be really nice in a little bit fancier fabric, or you know, even in a simple fabric. Do something with it, make it interesting. Another blouse. I think we've seen a million of these ones in the Burda. The pullover, the next one, is also not so spectacular, but the blouse, it has a really nice. Actually, you can see it here in the model picture. The ends of the collar here, they are very rounded. You cannot really see it here, but I think you get something more like this than what is in the technical drawing. And they also say that the sleeves are extra long, and in combination with the elastic at the bottom here to give a little bit of how should I say, you know, extra blousing effect here at the bottom of the sleeve. To me, they are just looking really too long. Then we have here pullover 101. This is a very easy pattern. As you can see, I keep saying it, very easy, very easy, very easy. They are really easy patterns. This one is made, of course, in knit fabric. Sweater knit something, jacquard knit something really thick. It has some pleats on the sleeve here. What can I say? I cannot really see how is the neckline finished, but of course it will be in the instructions. It's either a facing, a white facing, but you can definitely make a band or, you know, other kind of finishing. We cannot see it here because this girl, she has it really cold. They had to put a towel on her. That's mean, I know. Then we have here on the right, we have a skirt, which looks to me very much like another skirt that we've seen a few months ago, but only here they added some godets between the seams here. This one is made in a polyester mix. Pretty fabric. I really like her vest, actually. Next. Oh, you know, this dress is looking much nicer on this model, and I really love the whole outfit. I think I really like fall patterns. I love a good turtleneck with the long boots, really nice. About the dress, you know, it's a really easy dress. The dress has some gathering happening here at around the upper part of the bodice. As you can see, there are, I should say, two yokes, or how should I say that, and they are gathered into each other. I must say that I remember I made a similar style a while ago, not with two rows, but something similar, that it was ending here on the upper part of the arm, and I must say that the fit must be really good here under the arm, so the how should I say, the armhole is not really low, because otherwise this is going to be really constricted, this seam here on your arm. Really pretty fabric. I know, not a lot to say. Again, a really simple pattern. Here we have a vest. Of course, in this vest they used a really gorgeous jacquard, and the vest is finished with a trim, with a faux fur trim. Very pretty. Not really my style of pattern. Then we have these pants. Oof. I'm not a big fan of these pants. It looks like they have a really long crotch here. I don't know if the style is like that, but boy, I don't like them. They are made in a cord, and I don't know what I don't like. I'm not a big fan of pleated pants, but you know, if you like pleated pants, these ones, they have 2 pleats in the front, some really nice pockets, a really wide waistband, which is getting closed on the side with 3 little buttons, and an invisible zipper on the side. Or maybe it's the length that is really throwing me off, but it's definitely the pleats. They used here corduroy, so I will say used, but we can see actually, you know, you see, I forgot that. We can see now what is the weight of the fabric that they advise here for the pants. So that will be pant 109, and I know you don't like me to move around with this, with the pages. Let's see, but because this Burda in Germany, they have an additional booklet in the middle with all the instructions. I really need to do this. Let's see, this will be pant 109. Let's see, that's the dress. 107. I suppose it's somewhere. You know what? I cannot find. Where is it? This is 108. Well, for the pants, they advise about corduroy with 280 grams per square meter, and I think that's a great choice, because you know, if you go with a really heavy corduroy with all these pleats, it will be a disaster. Here you have a little, how should I say, tutorial, you know, a little bit of an some tips and tricks on how to sew these godets in the best way. And quilting with the sewing machine. And I was thinking that on Craftsy, you know, I'm a big fan of Craftsy. There are some classes from Christina Cameli, I think is her name, and she has some great great classes there on how to quilt with your machine. Really, really nice. And a little bit more commercial for Burda. They really need that. Then we go to the trend in this issue, and the trend is him and her. A little bit masculine patterns with a little bit of feminine details. Well, I don't know. You know, I want to be positive, but it's really hard. I mean, I've seen this dress a little bit in the pattern overview here. Here I saw it and I was thinking, well, that's something interesting. But now that I'm seeing it here, it really looks like it's, you know, they put it there, that extra detail on the sleeve. It's like it's missing something. It's simple, but then again, I don't know. So this is dress 108. This one, they say that is made in a polyester mix also, and I think is lined, but I cannot really find that really easily. In the same trend, we have this really simple blouse here, which I don't like. I really hate this gray. Then you have some welt pockets, and you have, the nice thing is that you have an extra tutorial or a sewing tutorial for this blouse, and there you can also see how to make the welt pockets, and I think that's nice. Next, I bet you these ones are the pants from earlier in corduroy, and yes they are, but now they used here an wool mix, and you cannot see a lot from the front. You can see them here. Well, they still look to me like there is a lot happening in the front, a lot of volume of fabric, and there are still, you have the pleats here, but here they added as a little detail some extra belt loops. Then we have this dress number 107, and you know, I've seen this dress a lot in the past in the knit model. I bet you Burda does have similar ones, but this one is really nice. It has a really interesting looking bodice here on the, let's see, on the right of the dress, of course, and on the left, if I'm not mistaken, the looks to me like the tie here on the left is only sewn into the side seam, and then you have, of course, the buttons. But this one, it's a nice one. Of course, you can use a lot of kind of fabrics, also some nice viscose. This one is made in let's see, what is that? It's a cotton mix, but it's this one is a nice pattern. Then we have a coat here, and I was wondering if I really like this coat. You know, it's not a bad coat. It has, as you can see here, the back of the sleeve is actually cut on with the back piece, and then you have some nice princess seams here to the armhole in the front and also in the back. There are some really huge patch pockets, but these ones you really need to try to put them really nicely in, you know, with no visible stitches to make a really pretty coat. And I think I really like also the color that they used for this coat. I think for me it has a lot of ease. It's a little bit oversized style, so if I was to consider this making, I will definitely make, of course, test garment to see how much ease is in this. This one is in sizes 36-48. Next, oh, and they also say here that they have a bowl form, and that will be like a little bit, how should I say that? That the sleeve, it has a little bit extra volume in it to accommodate thick sweaters and stuff like that for the colder days. We have here a blouse that, again, I don't really like. I think it's a blouse from earlier, only here they added, this is actually an extra piece added here in the front. The sleeves are really huge. I have nothing to say about this one. Also for this one there is a tutorial. You don't get a tutorial for the coat, which is a pity. Next we have this little blazer here, which I think is kind of cool. It has some really nice seams here happening. These are nice with the welt pocket. And you know, first when I seen this this girl here, I was seeing what does she has on her hands. I was thinking that they are plastic bags, but actually it's a detail on the dress. Then we have a little skirt here, which is kind of nice. This one is also made. Let's see, they don't say in what is made, but they do advise wool type of fabrics. The skirt has a zipper in the front here, so it's not a true wrap, but it's getting close with a zipper in the side. And the same skirt from earlier, we see it here combined with that, you know, the blue jacket from earlier with the fancy fabric. We see it here in a really clean wool, and we see it as a vest. And you can really get an idea of the pattern here. You can see here the little dart in the back. I really like the shape actually. This is really beautiful. It's simple but beautiful. Here you can see that brown coat a little bit close up, and you can see it has a really dropped shoulder. Here somewhere is the armhole. So that's why I'm saying that I think you can definitely go with a smaller size. This coat is also using a lot of fabric. I've seen the smaller sizes is using about, they give 4.2 meters, and in the bigger ones 440 or something like that. Let's see. Ooh, do you know what is this? I bet you've seen this. This one here they talk a little bit about the new cover stitch machine from Baby Lock. In the States it's called the Applaud, and here in Europe, at least I'm sure, it's called the Baby Lock Primo. I really like the Applaud name, but here they call it Primo. And it's a cover stitch machine, and you can see here a little bit, it does everything what a cover stitch machine does. So 3, 2 and a 3 needle cover stitch, 2 needle cover stitch, and the chain stitch with 1 needle, but it has some the possibility to add 2 more spools of thread, and there you can add like thick threads and all kind of decorative thread, and you can also put ribbon underneath, and this sewing everything really cool. I have it ordered, and it's on its way, so I hope next week will be here. I can't wait to get to play with it. And I have my Baby Lock Euphoria for sale. I still love my Euphoria, it's really great, but this one, this looks so cool. I cannot wait to try it. Here we have, in this issue, we get also some children's patterns. And we see here a cardigan made in, what is this? This is a Sherpa, you know, like that faux fur short hair. Really cool. And they used here some matching for fabric for the, for the jersey they used. Actually, I was trying to say that they used ribbing, but it's just jersey for the cuffs, the pockets, and the band. Really cool. And a little bit the same style, actually it is the same style they used for the little girl's cardigan. Really nice. Very simple but nice. I can totally see myself with this really soft fabric. And here we have a little pair of pants for boys. And I was thinking, you know, actually you see it also for girls with a little bit of an adjustment. So here they are for boys, sizes 104 to 146. So it's some really nice seams here, very cool. And the lady is wearing a little vest, and I bet you this one is of course the shorter version of the longer one from earlier. Here they used a Sherpa bonded suede. That's like you know, that double-sided faux leather fabric with that it's on one side is looking like leather, and on the other one is looking like it has a short hair fur. Very nice. And then we have these pants here for little girls. And let's see, I think the upper part, you can see it here, I think the upper part of the pants is pretty similar with these ones, only here they added a little bit of an extra with a little pleat. And I know there are some people here on the channel that really love the barrel pants of jeans, and I think this one is actually a really great variation. I think if they made these ones for adults, I think this would be a really nice pattern. And here they also added a little bit elastic on the back and coming to the front here where the pockets are ending. Also for the kids, a little puff jacket. It's really nice and thick. And then we have here some styling options for that vest from earlier. Yes, and a little bit more commercial. And then we get to the best offs. Well, I'm going to go really we get a cape, you know. Again, I think if they do best offs, I mean, Burda has some really great best offs, definitely better than a cape. We have this really pretty dress, and I remember this one. I liked it also the first time that I see it. I cannot remember in which issue, a few years back. This is really pretty. It has like a cowl here in the front with a v-neck on the back, finished with some bands. Very beautiful. This one is made in boucle. This one here we have a pair of pants, culotte, with made also. Now they don't say which fabric they used, but they say they advised pants fabrics, so you know that for your pants. And another vest. Well, this is definitely the vest issue. Another vest here, and this one is made in quilted fabric, I think, from what I can see there. Again, from the best offs, we've seen this before. What do we get more? More best offs. This one is a really pretty turtleneck. I really love this one. It's made in a jersey, and it has a really nice, interesting detail here on the collar. It's really difficult to see, but actually the front bodice is cut with a little bit of an extra at the center front here, and then you have a piece of fabric for the back, and the collar piece that is cut, or the collar pieces, they are getting gathered into the front and then also gathered into that piece in the back. And this one has also a zipper in the back. I'm not sure if it's really necessary to put that zipper, because everything should be really stretchy, but in this one they used a zipper. What do we get here? Here we get a sweatshirt, sizes 36 to 44. You know, I've seen a lot of these kind of sweaters in ready to wear these days, so I think this one is really on trend. I like that it's not really oversized. It's very pretty. I think in this issue they offered us, not in this one, but where this sweater came for the first time, they give us also this jacket for men and this one for kids, if I remember well. What do we get here? Here we get a pair of shorts, again, pleats in the front, and egg shape coat, how they call it. And I think this is almost everything. Let's see. Here we get a little sneak preview for the first for the next month. We get a really nice coat here. We get some two dog coats. Be fun to see these ones. And here we can see all the patterns, but well, you can see here an overview. Let's see. You can see here the models, and I'm going to open the magazine to see the technical drawings. Here you can see them on the models. I hope you can see them. And the other half is here. Let's take a look. And I'm almost done. Yeah, then. Well, what can we say from this issue? I think if I really was to choose something, and of course this one is the best of, we've seen this one before, this one the same. This is a really nice jacket. As I said a few months ago, we got a similar one, maybe with a more accentuated shaping here in at the bottom. But for the rest, yeah, it's not a bad issue, but it's also not a great one. I mean, you get here some really simple shirts, very simple. This one is actually a pretty good shirt dress, and I made this kind of shirt dresses in the past. So if you don't have something similar, I think you'll be happy with this one. But for the rest, not a lot to say. So that was it, everybody. I hope you'll leave your comments here under the video. I'm really curious what you'll make from this issue. What are your choices? But yeah, this was it. Next I'll make the video for Knitwear magazine, and in that one there are some really nice patterns. So take care, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give thumbs up to the video. Bye, everyone.